Milan going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be...
Big chance! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Milan, great chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite.
Terrific header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Vlahovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's João Felix. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, that was never going to make it. João Felix. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the pass is intercepted. Driving forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafael Leao. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. No outsmarting him this time. Rafael Leao. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Hernandez opts to play it back. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Milan take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Another pass, just keep... And the shot! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan are looking to go forward now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Rafael Leao. That's the throw. Fiddles it through. Short changes him with that pass. Rafael Leao. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rafael Leao. Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Joao Felix. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Francisco Conceição, and it's Locatelli. Joao Felix. Abraham. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, nicely intercepted. Thinks one through. Joao Felix, neatly clipped into space. He's had a hit! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Milan have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Milan lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Colomwani.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Joao Felix. Now it's Abraham. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through. Drilled in low. Defending of the desperate variety. Kostic. Oh, they could break here. That's a little off target. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Locatelli. Oh, red. Nice interception. Rafael Leao.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
But he's gone backward here, and that is expertly dealt with. And now the breakaway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.649 spettatori.
Abraham! Kostic. And Locatelli. Locatelli is fouled.
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan choosing to make the first change. Very nicely done. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Colomwani. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balls over the line, and it is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Fofana is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bit too much weight on the pass. And they're back on the ball again. Always onto this. Now it's Rafael Leao. Shapes to shoot! Kostic.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And that has been cleared. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Pulisic. Terracciano. Loftus-Cheek. Abraham! Now the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Fofana.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Colomwani. Kostic could try cutting inside here. Terracciano. Chance here to counter. Now it's Abraham. And here's Colomwani. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus, can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Numero 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 14. Il numero 22.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's well spotted. We're into the last 5 minutes. Great ball if he can get there. And he's there to clear it. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Terracciano. And here's Loftus-Cheek. No way through, so Loftus-Cheek! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Sostituzione di giocatori. numero 18.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Numero 16. Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great ball. Pulisic. And that's an errant pass. And that's it. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up. And
he gets big! Just off target. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, João Felix, is known more for his price tag than anything else, Peter, but...
He's had a hit! Oh, surely that deserved better.
João Felix deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now they can spring out of defence. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Kalulu. Kolomwani goes steaming forward. That's really well cleared. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Abraham. It's a pretty loose pass. Conceição. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Milan finding their passes. Kostic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a nicely measured pass. Locatelli. And Bremer. First quarter of an hour gone. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's João Felix. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Kostic. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kostic, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Spread neatly. Now it's Rafael Leao. Can he finish? And he's there to clear it. Kostic. He won't be happy with that one. Gabia. Oh, can he get onto this? He's in plenty of space here. That was always going to be the keeper's. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rafael Leao. He's in, surely! Kalulu gets it away.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rafael Leao. João Felix. Vlahovic. Oh, what has happened here? Danger averted for now. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Francisco Conceição. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's a... He's got the shot away! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, super ball! Great hit! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Milan glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but you have to say things could have been very different. Reflections on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Now it's João Felix. And he's certainly on... Decent hit! Kalulu.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rafael Leao. Now it's João Felix. Good ball over the top. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attack...
Abraham! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they win it back again. Milan are still that goal to the good. João Felix. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Thiaw cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Abraham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Thiaw spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Abraham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. João Felix.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, numero 7, numero 19. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 22, il numero 8.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found a way through. Fiddles it through. Shapes to shoot! Rafael Leao concedes a free kick for that. And here's Vlahovic.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And here's Abraham. Can he put it away? It's off target and by quite a way.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. And that's been intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Abraham, neatly clipped into space. Oh, that was vital. Tries a shot! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. With a predatory goal.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That's that, the end. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results. Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level...
He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
João Felix usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Now it's João Felix. He's got away. Rafael Leao.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Thuram. No way through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. A header! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Milan have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. He's got the shot away! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Çalhanoğlu, and here's Thuram. DiMarco in acres of space out wide. Thiaw gets it away. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. João Felix goes steaming forward. João Felix purring through the gears. Bisek defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, and he's through the middle. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
That has been cut short. And it's Mkhitaryan.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gabbia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Floated up and over. João Felix. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Foot in. And here's Thuram. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Abraham! Inter Milan are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
It's just a perfect example of why they can't afford to lose the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And the finish! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. DiMarco. And here's Thuram. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Tries to get it clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Rafael Leao. João Felix. Rafael Leao! Mkhitaryan. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Dumfries.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Dumfries. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Thuram. DiMarco. Good running, strong and purposeful. Abraham. Pavard spots it and intercepts. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that is a little undercooked. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? And that was very necessary.
La di quest'oggi è di 71.550 spettatori.
João Felix. Great position here. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Milan have their third corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Dumfries is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tomori promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Great hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, well played, well played.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Çalhanoğlu. Now there's a fine ball. Turan receives it in a good position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
It's a great ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pulisic.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Terracciano. Now it's Abraham. He's beaten the last man. Real chance! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. Barella takes control of it and he's on the move. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rafael Leao. Big chance! It's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
It's composure from here.
He's had a hit! They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Abraham collecting the match ball, and it is his. The end of the game. Reflections?
Milan really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.